This ain't no place for no hero. This ain't no place for no better man.
What is up, guys? It's me, Lardy D, back again today with another wholesome gaming video. I am sorry it's taken me so long to have posted a new video, but I recently received a new position for a job, and I just haven't had the time. But guys, I am back today at full strength, so please sit back and relax with your favorite drink while I bring you this wonderful story. So please suckle at its wonder, and here we go. Most gamers are not strangers to the world that is WarCraft. And chances are, if you found yourself here, it's because you have somewhat of a basic knowledge on what video games are. So I won't go into too much detail about World of Warcraft and what it is, but I will give you just a little bit of a knowledge about it, and that is World of Warcraft is a MMORPG based in the fantasy world known as Azeroth, where players of all shapes and sizes, the majority of them large size, anyways, moving on, where players with all shapes and sizes can choose different classes, abilities, and further, not their physical life, but their virtual life in this game. Now, at one point back in 2005, a certain DLC was launched, and a new raid was brought into the game known as Sol Gurub, where at the very end there was a raid boss you could fight, known as Hakar the Soul Flare. When confronted and attacked, Hakar would cast a hit point draining and highly contagious debuff spell called Corrupted Blood. The spell, intended to last only seconds and function only within the new area of Sol Gurub, soon spread across the virtual world of Azeroth faster than polio in a room full of anti-vaxxers. There was an oversight that allowed pets and minions to take the infection out of its intended confines by both accidental and purposeful intent. High-level players who contracted the disease carried it to low-level areas. Bodies began to litter the streets. Even respawning didn't help. The affliction stayed with the player even through death, affecting them with every respawn. And low-level players were dying within seconds of contracting the blood disease. Some players even became kamikaze and would track down strongholds of survivors in order to infect them and further the blood plague. The game basically became unplayable for a couple days, and a game once of adventure and of fantasy turned into nothing more than a race for survival. Those who hadn't caught it yet ran for their lives like a full-on zombie apocalypse.
Run.
And cities began to become ghost towns because people were fleeing from the infected. And once boisterous, prosperous towns that were once filled with thousands of players became abandoned. The only semblance that life had even existed there before was the thousands of player skeletons that littered the streets. Any players who still dared to stay logged in had already fled to the countryside in order to wait out the corrupted blood plague. But of course, the outbreak only lasted a couple of days, and through a combination of patches and resets of the virtual world, finally controlled the spread. What's really interesting about this story, though, is that it drew the attention of various disease research organizations for its implications on how the human population will react to a real-world epidemic. Even an article being published by Time magazine. Now, if this accurately shows any hints on how we would handle an epidemic, it looks like we are all going to be running around trying to infect each other. And that says a lot about society. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video and the story that goes along with it. I personally enjoy doing these story times, so if you like it, please like, comment, maybe subscribe. If not, I'm glad you were just here watching with me today. Catch you guys next time.